Hey, good morning, everybody. Bob Trade Genius, the 22nd of March, early in the morning, and here I'm watching the futures on the E-mini 500, and they were sitting up there at the pretty much at the highs from yesterday, and going into Europe Open, the PMI report came out and just dropped the market about half a percent, and it caught this support line here. It's one of our magic channel lines, but it's also the top of the value area looking back over the last 5 days. And then from there, they've been trying to lift it. This is the minus SD1 right here. This is an important line, and if it holds here, then we're probably going to have a move to the VWAP line, which is right here at 28.55 area for the open. And then here's a low volume area here at 28.58. So that's areas I'm watching right away to start. And then if they buy this thing all the way back and get this thing over 28.60, then they're going to probably make a run for it. If for whatever reason the market decided that yesterday was the big hurrah, then the next area for me to look at is right here at 28.36 and 28.30 area. And after yesterday, they seem to be on a mission to try to get this thing, over the 2900 area, and so we're just going to have to just keep an eye on what they have planned. And they can also dump it too. So I'm told today's the last day where there's meaningful buyback opportunities, and so we'll just have to see if they're going to try to gun those companies and front run the stock buybacks. But that's kind of where we are with that. Flipping over to oil, is that oil's down here 59.43. I have an hourly chart up here in a second for now, but looking at where it is, it's also sitting on support right here. And I'm going to go to a 5-minute chart here. Give me a sec. Okay. So look at it when you get around 5:30 in the morning my time, which is right now it's 10 after 4 my time, is that we got to look for to see if it moves the VWAP. It does this quite a bit, by the way. Friday there usually is a green day, so I would be looking for those of you who have my chart set up, is that I would look for this thing to start peaking itself over this 1520 bar, this oversold bar, and making sure that the shorter term stochastic is still positive, but we have money flow is looking good. And so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. And if it pops over, it's going to go to here. And one of the things I want to show is, I'm going to bore you here with grinding back here, is that it does this a lot. So overnight, this was yesterday, it kind of drifted down overnight, and then boom. And then going back into the next overnight chart here, is that drifted down into the open and boom. So I think you get my point. And so they're just constantly redirect from overnight. So my view is that they're drifting this thing down and then London and Europe and the US all wake up, and as soon as the market opens here at 6 a.m. they're already positioning to drive this thing higher. And so barring any news, we probably have a really good shot here to get to the VWAP, which is at 59.69 area. Not a whole big move, but yesterday it popped in, and right here is the next support line, resistance line here at 60.12 area. So FYI on that. And then I want to go over to our charts here, and I want to show you gold. Oops. show from the futures point of view here. Now it's a little bit delayed because TradingView's delayed, but it's up again today. So gold is moving higher again, and they tried to sell it off yesterday, but they couldn't. And see why we delayed here. Here we go. I talked about this line here before. So as long as this line can keep holding the price action, you know, right here, and it's breaking up over this horizontal, then I think we have a move for another, you know, 10 or 20 bucks higher. And if you zoom out on gold, you know, it has to get back over this March high that it had, but to me that looks like a pretty intense cup here. But this needs to get back to here and get over, so it won't be a failure and then drift back down again. But right now, all things are looking decent for gold, and then it's just supporting the miners. And I just want to show you one of these miners here. Pretty cool. You want to put this one in your portfolio. You know, it's not a stock that you're gonna crazy trade, but it's gonna do really well for you over time. And this is GOLD, Barrick Gold, and we're in it. I'm in it, and I've been selling calls against it. I just took my calls off, closed them, because we're getting another buy signal on gold longer term here. Oh, there we go. So we're starting to turn up again. This is a weekly, and right here, this has been a zone here where somebody's been selling this zone out around 13.50, 14. And for me, once it climbs over $14, then it's going to go, let's see here. Here we go. There's nothing till you get over 15.50 area in terms of volume. So there's a lot of buying going on right here. And as long as it can continue to hold that, which I see no reason why it would not, because gold prices have been holding pretty well as well, then I'm looking for 15.50 here. We are GOLD. Newmont looks decent too, and so that's what the thing to keep an eye on. And then we just got out of this trade, but this is a good trade too if you're a longer term thinker, is that PLG has just put in a really solid base too. There's a weekly, and look at PLG back in 2017 was a $20 stock, and platinum now has been and palladium have been on a tear. So this is like a no-brainer trade just to get this thing and hold it. And Russia now is making noise about putting export controls over platinum. So just things to be aware of. So it's kind of, you know, where we are right now. So I'm looking for at least positive moves to VWAP into the open of the markets for the futures, and then I think gold's going to hold. And let's go back to here. Is that right now gold's at 13.13, up from there $5-6, and the miners are all bidding as well. And so I think there's some good opportunity. And right now this thing's flatlined. So, you know, I see no reason why this thing won't run to VWAP or to here. So we'll just have to see what happens when we get a little bit closer to the open. But that's probably a high reward to risk trade right now. Okay, thanks for listening. And then I'll be talking about a lot of stuff this weekend. And if you want to trade with us, go to tradelikeagenius.com. I got put together some bundles together till Saturday night. And I want you to take advantage of them and trade and make money with us. We're doing very well. Bye-bye.